Most business owners overcomplicate building a business, but in truth, building a business can be a lot like baking a box cake. There are 3 things you really need to know to be able to build a business. We're going to go over that today. Let's get it. What's good, everybody? This is your man Kyle, and welcome back to another Boss Conversations. I'm so excited about this episode. Today we're going to keep it real simple. What are the 3 things that you need to do in order to build your business with a great foundation? Those 3 things are really simple: systems, strategy, and structure. So let's start with strategy. So the strategy is really 3 questions. It's what, who, and why. So since we're building a box cake, let's look at it like this. What are you building? You're building a box cake. Why are you building it? Because I want dessert for my dinner. Who are you building or making the box cake for? I'm making it for my family, which is 4 to 5 people. Cool. So in this case, how would you look at this from a business perspective? Who is your business for? What is the market that you're trying to, please? What is the business? And why are you doing this? Simple questions. If you know who your business is, you better be able to understand why you're doing it. And then what is your business going to do? Who's your customer? Why that customer? And what are you going to give them? That's the simplest thing that we can do to understand the foundational things and why you're doing a business. That's the strategy. Who, what, and why. Understand that, you'll get even further. I'm going to talk about our systems. So what are systems? Systems are very simple. They are repeatable actions. So in this case, we're using a box cake. What are the actions? The actions are, let's look at the ingredients. You need a box cake, of course. You need water, you need eggs, and you need butter. Simple. Okay, cool. So in your business, what are the essential ingredients that you need to be able to get your business to the market or to your customer? You may need, social media. You may need whatever tools you need. Really just depends on your business. So in this case, it was a box cake. I need the box cake. I need the water. I need the eggs. I need the butter. A lot of times what people like to do is they like to add a whole bunch of additional things. You can add those additional things once you begin to scale. For right now, let's just get the foundational things done. You need 4 ingredients. Those ingredients are going to make the box cake. So when you're in business, make sure you have the bare necessities needed to be able to fill the market and what you're trying to sell it. If you're trying to sell to a customer or whatever type of product. So in this case, let's use, for example, let's do t-shirts. What do you need for a t-shirt business? You need t-shirts. You need the design or the logo. You might not even need a logo, but you need a t-shirt if you're going to be in a t-shirt business. What are the bare things that you need in order to get to the market, what you're trying to get to the market? Also, once again, going back to strategy, you need to know if your market even wants that product. You might, listen, we're using a box cake. They might not like box cakes. They might like something from scratch. You never know. But whatever it is, make sure the market needs it. Then once you find out that the market actually needs it, so in this case, if they want a box cake, okay, cool. Let's get them a box cake. But you need to have the system in order to do it. The system is making sure you have all the ingredients and follow the ingredients correctly or follow the directions correctly, which is the next point when it comes to systems. Listen, man, it's kind of hard to mess up a box cake, but if you don't read directions, you never know. So for example, this is 350. It's 350 and it says it needs to bake for 26 minutes. Don't put it in there for 40. You'll burn the cake. Now you got to start all the way over. But hey, you have to follow instructions. So get your system, get the ingredients that you need or get the tools that's needed to be able to fulfill this product in the market, and then we can move forward to the very next step. So, the last thing we're going to talk about is structure. Now, what is structure? Structure is very simple. Structure is what's holding everything together that you had in your system. So, for example, we're baking a cake, right? What do you need when you bake a cake? You need a bowl. Why you need a bowl? To put all the ingredients in, mix it up. What do you need to mix it up? You need a spoon, you need a whisk, you need some type of utensil to mix everything up in the bowl. Now, after you do that in a bowl, what else do you need? You need a pan. Put all those ingredients that you mixed up in a pan. Once you got the pan, rather, put the mixture and the pan in the preheated oven. Once again, we talked about it. Don't preheat it to 400, trying to make it faster. That's not the goal. The goal is to make a cake, a edible, good cake. Follow the directions that you have set. Once you get the cake, now you can take the cake out at the appropriate time. Make sure that you have everything done to what you're supposed to do as far as, setting the timer on the right time, and make sure the timer is set. Make sure the degree is set. Make sure the temperature is set correctly. Then you can bring the cake out. So what does that look like in business? It's real simple. You got the strategy. You know who, why, and what. You have the ingredients or you have the tools necessary to be able to build or make the product. Now you're cooking the product. You're making the product, making sure everything is done correctly. Once that product is done, then you can take the product out to the market for the people that you have set aside for your what strategy. Your who. Your who is your market or your customer. Now that you have your product, you're ready to go into the market. And that's really the bottom line and the foundation of building businesses. Once you understand your vision, your who, then your why, and then now what you're trying to do or what you're trying to sell to the marketplace. Get all your ingredients, which is your tools, get all the tools that's necessary to make the product. Make the product and then serve it to the correct market and customer that you're trying to serve it to. So listen, today is real simple. Let's make sure we finalize our systems, our strategy, and our structure. We do that, hey, we have a good foundational business. And listen, that's really what this channel is about. I do a lot of different conversations with a lot of different business people, a lot of different business owners, and I ask them questions to make sure that maybe they'll say something that'll help you in your business, or maybe they'll say something that will give you an aha moment and be like, hey, I never thought of that. Let me try to do that. That's what Boss Conversations is for. It's for to help us as business owners be better in business so we can take it to the next level and be able to scale and provide for our family, for ourselves, or whatever your cause is. That's the whole purpose of Boss Conversations. So listen, I enjoyed this conversation. I enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed recording it. It was fun. And listen, I try my best to be very practical. I just want to help everybody that I possibly can. So listen, get your strategy, get your systems, get your structure, and let's go out to the marketplace and let's do what we need to do. All right. Until next time, listen, whatever you do, do business and do business well. I see y'all next time. Boss Conversations. We out.